Says we're live. Let me double check.
About releasing a video order.
Huh?
I've got a message that popped up that says you can release your video order here.
Oh, weird.
Why is it not?
Technology.
Technology, exactly. Oh, okay. There we are. We are live on Facebook. We are. Oh, okay. And we're live on YouTube. So good evening, everyone. My name is Katrina Stewart. I'm with Pride Community Center. I am the executive director. And tonight we just wanted to visit with you, with Thanksgiving being one of those holidays that, especially as an LGBTQ plus community, is kind of really laden with anxiety, as well as for some of us, it's a good time to meet with family of choice. So we just wanted to have a small conversation about that. Mention that all of our organizations are available to you and give you some information on that, but know that you're not alone. And so I'd like to just throw it to my other panelists here. If there's things that they would like to tell our community in the Brazos Valley, specifically at this time of year as we deal with these things.
Speaking for Aggie Pride, I know most people on the board of directors are open to, you know, getting in contact or you know, if you are feeling like you need to reach out to someone, we're always happy to talk. I know I personally am, and I feel pretty confident in saying on everyone else's behalf that they're, you know, always happy to speak to a fellow community member who needs someone to talk to. So there's contact information for all of us on our website if you need that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll echo what Katie has said, and that, you know, I know I can speak for my husband and I both. You know, if anybody needs to reach out and have a phone call, have a, you know, Zoom call, have a socially distanced meeting at a coffee shop or something, or just an email, text, Facebook message away. So we know that everybody has struggled through 2020, and, you know, not to be cliche, but we are all in it together, and we've got a small knit community here in the Brazos Valley. So I think it's important that everybody knows that we are available. So even when we're so far apart.
Yeah. All right. Good evening, everybody. I echo all those sentiments. And as a woman of color in our community, it can be even harder to reach out with stigma and just cultural things that we face. That you are welcome, you are valued, and you are seen. And when you reach out, you will be heard as you are, for who you are. So know that this is a place where you are welcome and can absolutely feel safe to share whatever it is that you're going through. Even if you're surrounded by people, sometimes you can be in a group and still feel alone. And so know that that's recognized and that you are valued.
Yeah, I think that's probably the case for a lot of, oh, sorry, go ahead. You were going to talk. Pamela.
Oh, yes. Can you hear me? Because I just can't see anybody.
We can hear you.
Okay, hi. Yeah, I'm a representative from the Unitarian Universalist Church of the Brazos Valley, or Brazos UU. Actually, we don't have a church at this point. We are moving. We're going to start building a church in Bryan on 29th Street, 1719 29th Street. And we're a very inclusive congregation. We value the dignity of every individual, and we are very open to LGBTQ individuals. We're very supportive of them. And we actually are having a service this Sunday. I don't know exactly the details of it, but we're having a service of someone telling us about their transition from a woman to a male. And he's also going to tell us about the struggles he's having as far as marrying his long-term girlfriend. So that will be very interesting to hear. That's at the UUBVC. You can, if you would like to join in on our service, it's you just go to brazos-uu.org and you just click on Sunday's service. So we are trying to learn more and to be much more inclusive and supportive of the LGBTQ community.
Katie, did you want to say something else?
I totally lost my train of thought after.
That's okay.
I was like gonna piggyback off of Raquel, and then who knows
Right?
when.
Bring it over somewhere.
Ron,
It's
Well,
COVID brain fog. That's what-
Raquel, you made me think of, first of all, yes, thank you. We are here for everyone. And just as you said, everyone includes everyone. And I know for myself, many years ago, I had an instance at Christmas in which my mom just kept misgendering me. I was at home in San Antonio and I'd had enough. And I walked out of grandma's house and drove to where I thought the closest gay bar was. and you know, for a lot of us, that's our community, for good or for bad. And that's where we find home. And I think that's worthwhile, but I'm so glad we have the organizations we have in the Brazos Valley, Aggie Pride, the Texas A&M LGBTQ+ Pride Center, Aggie Allies, the Professional Network, and the churches we have, Friends Congregational Church, the UU, I believe Peace Lutheran Church is also trying to be much more inclusive. So plenty of places, and even if you're not a person of faith, there are lots of places to go. Does anyone else want to share anything, any advice on how to get through this if you are dealing with, you know, Uncle Bob, who tends to always go off on LGBT people over turkey or something? Any advice anyone want to give?
Well, I don't know if it's so much advice as it's just find something, anything that makes it a little bit easier for you to make it from morning to night, and then keep doing that until you don't have to be around them anymore, because it's not forever.
yeah, and I think the other thing along with that is make use of the phone a friend option.
Mhm.
And
Absolutely.
if it's, you know, unbearable, you know, take a walk outside, phone a friend, you know, just anybody to, you know, talk through it and get the, you know, reassurance that Uncle Bob's not there for the whole time.
Yeah.
So
Right.
and that there are people that are better.
And I would add that if you're like in a situation where you feel like your physical personal safety is threatened, you can reach out to any of our organizations. You can reach out to, depending on like the nature of how you're feeling threatened, SARC. Yeah, I mean, our community is one that would bail you out, and we have a network of people that can bail people out of bad situations if it comes to that. But that's what community's for, is for being there in mutual aid for each other.
Absolutely. And I'd say respect your own boundaries and know that that's the most important thing. It's okay to put yourself first and not feel like you have to bow down and please people when it's hurting you. We do that a lot. We do put up with a lot, and because of probably the past history. We can't speak up. But, the more you talk to yourself, the more you build yourself up and realize that you really do count, that your well-being and your peace of mind beyond anything else, it's more important than the turkey and dressings, that you knowing that you're safe and feeling safe. Katie respected her boundaries and said, I have to go. This is hurting me. So know that that's okay. And if you have to love from afar at the local gay bar, then that's what you have to do for you. So know that you have people, even if you don't see us, that we have your back in that.
Yeah, and I think exactly all of that. Look out for number one first. You have to take care of yourself because you're the only one that can. So what you can handle, and you've got people in the Brazos Valley and surrounding areas that are supportive, that you can reach out to it at any time. And I think the other thing is just to make sure that even though we're not having our Pridesgiving this year or any formal in-person events, we've always got at least Zoom and phone calls where we can connect.
Right, I'd like to ditto that. If you ever need any help, please contact us at the Brazos UU. We're on Facebook and Twitter and all of that stuff. We don't want anybody to get hurt or to hurt themselves. They need to feel happy with who they are, and not let other people determine who you are. You are who you are, and you need to live your life as who you are.
Yes.
Well, thank you to all of you. I'm going to go ahead and this ends our message. If I could have the panelists stay around a couple minutes after we end this stream, that'd be great. But have the best holidays you can. Know we're here for you, and we'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, I think this year the holiday is very difficult for everyone, no matter who you are, with this COVID going on and with all the political division that is going on. There's just so much hate and anxiety. People are very ill, and doesn't seem like anybody cares. It seems like, everybody has to take care of themselves. I hope that you can all find somebody that you can feel comfortable with, who could be supportive of you, and you could be supportive of that person. And give Thanksgiving. Enjoy Thanksgiving this year as best you can.
So, and join us on December 1st for our World AIDS Day panel. So 7 p.m. here on Facebook Live.